Hi there everyone, thanks to my new subscribers and to my old subscribers. Today I'm going to do the truth about his feelings. Pick a card, you choose a number. Well, you choose a number, 1 or 2, and the timestamps are in the description box. Of course, if this reading resonates, please like, share, subscribe and comment. If you would like a personal reading, my details are in the description box. I have a PayPal service and a Fiverr service. The PayPal service, of course, you can email me or you can send me the funds with a message. The Fiverr account is a service facility and you need your Google details or your Facebook details to log into that facility. What is the truth of his feelings towards my channel viewer? What is the truth of his feelings towards my channel viewer? So I definitely get the impression here that he's devoted to you. You must make him very happy. But see, I feel this person has a contemptuous side. My impression of these cards is that he's fighting his feelings for you. But I feel this is a person that can be a little bit scary at times. Somebody who's willing to defend you, but somebody who can be extremely conceited in respect of your feelings. But I feel from these cards that in the past, this person had developed quite an obsession on you. Because I feel that you made him extremely happy and he was willing to defend you. But this is also a person that has fears around your relationship. Like, I feel this is a person that is extremely strong in the mind and in the spirit. Who can switch it on and switch it off. You know, switch a character on, switch a character off. So sometimes you get two faces. But in the past, this person has been obsessed with you. You might have felt that. But also it comes from a place of real fear of rejection. I feel this is a person who could get very upset if he feels rejected by you. But this is a person that has an aggression, like an aggression problem as well, who can be upright in character, but who can also lose control, and who is controlling, who's both a person that can lose control, but wants to maintain control. But I feel you took a confidence move against this person this man. And it led him down a strange path. He was like, oh, very arrogant. He became very arrogant and decided to maybe bring a lot of women into his sphere. In order to try and put his foot down on whatever confidence move you made. So you either rejected him in the past, or he perceived you as being somebody he couldn't get a hold of. And it played on his fears, his underlying fears, and it played on his obsession for you, his loyalty to you, and his devotion. Like, it's kind of like a madness in him, really. I feel it sends him a little bit crazy. And so he goes and he, I don't know, flirts with 1,000 women and, gets down and dirty and tries to hurt you in his sphere, tries to hurt you. So obviously, I mean, that's difficult because you can't have somebody that tries to hurt you. I mean, you've got to have somebody that tries to love you. But it's saying here he's very controlling, and you must have been very attracted to his demeanor. Like, I feel this is a person that can defend you and probably makes people nervous because he's very strong. It's a very strong character. But I feel those are the obstacles. Like, he's still devoted to you into the future, very devoted. I feel that he gets a handle of his feelings for you. He gets out of this flirtation sphere, this cheating sphere, this resentful sphere, and he takes back control. And I feel the reason he takes back control is because I feel there's like some other man around you, a man or some type of nemesis or something of his, and he really takes back control in order to defend you and what he perceives as his right to you. So you must have been in you must be in a type of confusion over this person, because I feel that he's quite contemptuous, or can be quite contemptuous, but he's also has another side to him, which is very happy about knowing you, being associated with you, is upright in character, seems to be upright in character, is very devoted to you. So I feel from these cards, this is a person that would be difficult but needs a lot of support. And I feel what's missing here is that they need support from you, but they're not willing to do anything to legitimize your association. It's like, instead of maybe taking moves that are much more grounded and much more stable, they take moves which are self-centered, very egotistical, to kind of bolster their manhood, which I feel is probably very typical, but it's like this is a person who always needs a challenge. And this is a person deeply obsessed with you as well, that has a very demented side to them, I feel, but a very controlling side also. So I feel in this situation, it depends on what you're used to, and it depends on what you're willing to deal with. Because this is a person that's very combative. This is a person that is changeable. This is a person that can cheat. This is a person that's devoted to you in some respect, but always feels there's like an obstacle, something in the way. And I feel that he turns back upright, or he starts acting sensible again when there's somebody threatening you. He feels there is, or there's a threat to your connection. Because he's very competitive and he doesn't want anyone basically near you. So you must be feeling like that sense of love. But my perspective on it is that this energy is very difficult, because there's devotion here, there's like an intense feeling of love, but there's also a lot of energy, a lot of it's like a demented loyalty. It's like you probably feel that on the face of it, he's your hero, but then he acts like the ultimate anti-hero, and in some circumstances you found out that he's dated other women, that he's been sleeping around, and then you are stuck in a state of confusion again, because he then shows you his sensible self, his confident self, and his talkative self. So I feel that this is a person that has faced challenges, like he's in quite a harsh environment, either on a career level or on a physical level, because he's changeable, very changeable. So I guess, into the future it shows that this this thing could collapse in order to be, it's almost as if the whole thing has to be grounded. So I feel that he's heading towards a tower moment, a big one, because he's showing all the signs of being a good man for you, but then he's also showing all the signs of being quite adverse. So I feel that there's like, in some respects, he's the weakest link for you. He's the weakest link. But I don't know. I feel that, if you wanted to keep him as a friend, you could. But in a relationship, in a love relationship, despite his devotion, despite his appearance of strength, which is very appealing, if you're not into third-party situations, this is not an energy to get involved with in a love relationship, because I feel that weakness in him is pretty strong. It's like indoctrinated into him. Into the future, he has something going on where he's going to have to face a tower moment, but also anybody that's in objection, any man that is in your sphere that might be objectionable to you, or mistreat you, or show any signs of threat towards you, or show any signs of interest, has to be careful, really careful. Because even though he's heading towards a type of tower moment, I think, that anybody you bring into your world into the future that risks your connection is in mighty trouble. Because this guy's strong. Like, he can take a tower moment, dust himself off, and, you know, flick this guy in the face. He's a bit of a dynamo, like a man of steel on stilts kind of thing. It's almost as if he's going to take a big heavy elephant and drop it on this guy's head, whoever it may be, after falling, you know, after experiencing his own crash. So I feel there's some man, it could be from multiple sources. It could be from a career source. It could be from a, you know, like a social source, but those are the two things that show up. And it's not that this person is any weaker, it's just that there's a I feel this person, this other person that might be in your world or might be in your life or trying to cause trouble, has a kind of like a inflated confidence about them, like they think they're the shit, but they're not. Like there's going to be like a standoff or something, I feel. But this person's distant to you. It's someone you think about, someone that's caused trouble, but someone he's really after, someone he has focus on. Because this is a person that won't take any competition from anywhere, won't take any kind of interference in your connection, and you would know what that is. But you see here how he looks kind of nonplussed, disinterested. And these two gods aren't really looking. This one seems to be out for your guy, right? This one can't see the trouble ahead. But it gives me the impression here that this deep-seated loyalty he has towards you has gained a new focus. But I feel because of the energy, which is very harsh, that this person should only be kept as a friend. Because unless you want a fire starter, I feel that this energy is too hot to handle. Like you can see here that it's rock, paper, scissors. He has a rock. He has the scissors. Whatever's going on in his world or whatever's going on with you two, if your connection is affected by anything or anybody, he'll go after it. So he's very possessive. So I feel that if you want this guy, it's a very harsh energy. It's very hard to soften this energy. And there is a possibility he will cheat on you. But he is, because it's a habit, not because he's not devoted, because he's very devoted to you. This is an energy that knows how to antagonize somebody back. And not antagonize just anybody, but somebody who's in power, or somebody who feels they're on equal terms with them. So it's like he's very obsessed with you. That's my warning in these cards. This energy won't let go of you easily, and will pursue any man that tries to interfere in your connection on any level. It doesn't matter what level that is. He'll also pursue any woman that tries to interfere in your connection on any level, and he doesn't care what level that is. So I feel you've got somebody who's fairly obsessed with you. But you have to think about the fact that how this energy turns, and how this energy turns is by hurting you in some superficial manner, by cheating, having other girls hang around. But he is very protective. So I guess it depends on your environment, your society, your circumstances, whether this is a bloke you're used to dealing with. But if it's not, and you're thinking you could have a romantic and faithful relationship, I feel that you have to reconsider that notion. Because this is a guy on the rampage. Okay, so that was deck 1. If this reading resonated, please like, share, subscribe and comment. If you would like a personal reading, my details are in the description box below with a link to my website and to my Fiverr account. My website is a PayPal service, so you can send me the funds with a message, or you can email me. My Fiverr account is a service facility, so you need your Facebook details or your Google details to log into that facility. See you next time. Hi there everyone, this is deck 2, the truth about his feelings. Pick a card. Just been for a swim, in case you're all wondering why I've got a towel around me. Okay. What is the truth of his feelings towards my channel viewer? What is the truth of his feelings towards my channel viewer? So I really get the feeling that this guy is very protective of you. Some of these cards are very similar to the first one. There's a little bit of a difference. I feel this guy is very confident, very upright in character, very loyal to you. I feel you've had some difficulties with some tough guys in the past. So your ex or somebody from your past has been kind of a very pushy character. You know, it's kind of like a bullying character, but... And the guy you have presently is very protective, will defend you against these bullies or this bully. It could have been a couple of boyfriends. It could have been just people giving you trouble. But it shows very clearly that whoever it was, they're not really bright. They seem to be very bullish, like very bullying. And they tried to reinvent the wheel, and they tried to do things that are clever. But whoever's been trying to attack you or bully you in some manner, in a personal respect, or tried to gossip about you, thinks they're the big tough guy, but maybe they have some effect, but they're doing something that's very circular or cyclic, very cyclic. That's the impression I get. And I feel that your guy, you know, so you could be sort of annoyed by an ex. I'm just giving an example of what these, because this is a general reading, I just give an example of what it could be. So you could be annoyed by an ex, you could be annoyed by like a fly, like a men and women who just want to hang around and like flies, and or a gossipy woman, that sort of thing. So, and they think they're really tough in doing that. They think it feeds into their ego, but they're not upright in character. They just have this very warped sense of self and a warped sense of mentality, so they're a bit strange. Their behavior is a bit absurd, but they think that what they're doing is very substantial or tough, or something like that. They have some kind of inflated conscious about what they're doing, but it's just some underhanded type of annoyance. And it looks like a big annoyance. It doesn't look like a small annoyance. So what's happening here is that your guy is very protective. You've reminded him that you make him very happy. He's presently trying to chase away whoever it is that's annoying you, basically. He's a guy that's very loyal to you. He's a guy in love. He is a very intelligent person, so he will be defending you quite honourably, and he will be taking tough measures against those people that are annoying you. So it really looks like he's supremely protective of you, very strong man, very confident, very loyal, very sharp with his words, very clever with his words, wants to provide to you a lot of confidence, a lot of support, and make you feel better about yourself, because it just shows here that he has like a male perspective on your love affair. So he feels those sweet feelings of love, but he also feels a lot of loyalty towards you, and passion, a little bit of passion and happiness. So it's actually quite a nice mix. His feelings are quite nice from the perspective that he's not overly obsessed. He's not particularly he has all the qualities here presently where he must be a very masculine person, but he doesn't show his loving side that easily, but those feelings are there. So he won't be overly romantic, but I feel just from these cards that he's very good at protecting you and really wants to make the point to whoever's been annoying you or badgering you that it's not on. But he does that in an intelligent manner. He doesn't do that, in a he's very confident about the way he comes across, but he's not like these. Like this energy gives me the feeling of that you've been kind of annoyed, like gossiped about or annoyed, but it's something that's gone. This person's somebody who thinks they're somebody, who thinks that they have a right, to just annoy you and bully you and be stupid. But this person's saying that's not right, enough's enough. But he does it out of a really deep sense of loyalty and a deep sense of happiness, and also social consciousness. Like he's really all about saying to people that are behaving in a silly manner, that behavior's not on, and being very assertive about making that point. So it shows me that you have somebody who you make very happy and who wants to protect you. It shows that I feel your person has an envious side, though I feel on your side it's very much about love and devotion. Like you love this person, you feel there's storming, there's like something in your background that's being a little bit tough to navigate, and you feel this connection is tough to navigate at times because the clouds descend and you think twice about the association. But I feel that you just want to be strong for him in your own way. I feel that you're either a flight away or he's a flight away, and you do want to get back to him, you do want to get back to one another, but it's just not possible at this time, I feel. And I feel that, you can defend yourself, but he's really stepped in as your man and said to try to protect you. He's not going to put up with this nonsense, and you're happy to just take a side step because I feel that you're a very effeminate person, very soft in some respects. You can defend yourself, but you're very soft. And he's a much better character to take on board this bully, whoever it was, male or female. Because this bully doesn't say things that are very nice. He sort of works off some perceived notion that he has power behind him. And I say him because it's God, it's not a goddess, but it can be a male, female, both. It's just I have to read the energy and then I have to read the individual. So I get the impression here that this is a person that can sort of make out they're quite upright, but they're not. They're very sneaky in character, very very determined to cause trouble, like a troublemaker. But they must have like something of a good job or something like that, but they think there's somebody because there's somebody in the background who propels them, encourages them. It's like having it's like having somebody that they need there to justify their actions. That's what it shows me very clearly. And I feel that it's not upright behavior, it's sneaky. It's not at all nice. But he's definitely stepped in, he's protecting his woman. You're standing firm, you're very firm and steadfast about loving this man and being devoted to him, no matter what his circumstances are. But it shows that he is very loyal to you. I feel that he does have a character though, that like an very intellectual man, and he can freeze, his emotions can freeze over, but his emotions for you are always very soft. And you really do melt his heart, and I can see why, because you're an attractive lady, you're a loving lady, you are a strong lady, and he really admires that about you. But also there's this envious side to him, I feel, because it shows he can be also two different people, but he's presently wrangling that snake, and we've seen this in a past reading, but he's presently wrangling that snake that's causing trouble for you. Because I feel this guy, this person that you're having trouble with, or these people, man or female, male or female, they're aggressive. But this guy has, like, I feel that your person has a good career, he's very tough in his attitude, he's a very focused individual, and he's changeable as well, but not in a bad way, in a good way. So he's presently going into the dark forest basically, and he's going to pull out that snake from amongst the foliage. He's really just determined to put an end to whatever nonsense is going on around you. And I feel it's nonsense. I just feel this person is a bit, funny in the head, because they're like, they think that what they're doing is righteous, but they have no sense of morality about them. It really gives me the strong impression they're just a big bad bully on wheels, So this, and of course, that synthesizes into a bit of a snake, because their activity isn't very open, it's very subversive. So this is a person, he can, if you provoke his envy, he can become very controlling, but because he wants to just have you for himself. But I feel that this is a really good energy for you. Like, I feel that you won't have any big problems with him. There are some clouds that gather now and again on your relationship or your connection, and I feel that has a lot to do with your doubts. But he's very clear-minded about his passion for you. Like, I feel that he loves you a lot. Not love, I was saying before, it's not love. It's a love, but it's like a softness. It's like a male type of love. He's not a big romantic guy. I don't think you'll get that from him, but he's very protective, and I feel that he's after those troublemakers. Okay, so that was deck 2. If this reading resonated, please like, share, subscribe and comment. If you would like a personal, my details are in the description box below, with a link to my website and to my Fiverr account. My website is a PayPal service, so you can send me the funds with a message, or you can email me, and my Fiverr account is a service facility, so you need your Facebook details or your Google details to log into the account. See you next time.